right. So I am now live. I want to welcome you to the Candy Shop. I am Candace, and this is the Sunday Tea where I do reviews on movies and shows. Right now, I'm reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 3. I don't know how much longer I can stomach this episode, or I'm not even gonna say this episode. Stomach this season. It is so boring. I don't know if they need to call Nene or what, but it's boring. Um, I'm gonna share this in on my Facebook profile page, and then we'll get into it. I'm bored with the show. I'm bored. I'm very bored. Um, so let's see. So, Kennard, you want to know why it's boring? I'll get into it. And hey, Hannah, welcome to the review. I'm going to put this up here. Make sure you guys one of you guys share my show from the candy shop. So getting into this episode. So it starts off with Portia protesting again. I love the fact that she's protesting and she's so serious, but it's starting to feel like Bravo is using the protesting and the social injustices of Black people as a way to feel this season. And I don't think I'm kind of over it. Portia gets arrested again, so it's just I don't know. It's a bit much. I like that they're bringing awareness to it. It's like I feel two different ways about it. I like that they're bringing awareness to the protesting, but on the other hand, I feel like we're being pimped, kind of. Our social injustices. It's not real for me. So, Kenya's talking to her assistant. Let me go to the actual opening scene. So, it has Drew in it with her husband again. Her mother is doing her mother's doing a church service or whatever, and I guess her mother is, like I said, a pastor or a preacher or whatever. And so she does this sermon where she's like, "This is especially for you, Ralph." And so apparently she saw Drew crying because of the argument that they had the night before. I'll just say this: I'm not feeling Drew. I was at first, but I don't feel like watching her and her husband argue back and forth. Their relationship is toxic. It doesn't make sense. I don't want to spend the whole time hearing about their relationship. I feel like it's her storyline, like Kenya said. Yeah, I do. I agree, Hannah. It definitely is her storyline. That's all she's done. And then she got on. Not to go in on her wig, but I don't like her wig. It don't look like a cat to me, but I don't like it. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, with Drew, I don't understand why she got a peach. I guess because she's married and she's a Hollywood actress. That's why they gave her a peach. But we need Nene back. I hate to say it. It changes to Kenya and Latoya, which this friendship is to me very fake. I don't like Latoya either. I don't know why she didn't get a peach because the way they gave Drew her peach, they just handed out peaches. But they start shading Drew's wig and they call the wig Drewisha, which is kind of funny. But I don't know. I wrote notes and everything, but this damn episode was so boring. Then we switched to Candy, Cynthia, and Kenya. They're working out, and I can understand and I feel their pain with this COVID weight. For those that don't know, I recently had a baby, and I actually lost weight with the baby. But once I got my appetite back and could eat for real, I put on pounds. So I understand what they are going through. With trying to work out. Their weight looks good though. Yes, Hannah. Yeah, this show is boring, but their weight looks good. So then we move on to Tanya, Portia's sister, and Fallon. So all these new extra people. What I'm not understanding is why Portia isn't shooting scenes with Kenya and the rest of the cast, because that's what I want to see. I want to see how Portia interacts with Latoya, with Drew, and with the rest of them. But we get Portia and her sister, which her sister is boring to me. She's always been boring. And Tanya, I love to see Tanya back. They're at Fallon's house, which Fallon is the wife of the restaurant owner of a restaurant in Midtown Atlanta, across the street from Seavis, which is a restaurant I love that I used to go to. So that was interesting. Um, Honey, you said I ready to pay for lipo before this wedding low. This COVID wait is too much. Exactly. Yes, I want work done, but I'm gonna try to work it out and change my diet first before I go to the doctors. But going back to this scene, these ladies, they're swimming in the pool in front of Fallon's husband, which that was weird to me too. I don't know. It was boring. It was about anything. They talk about Fallon's home, or basically they talk about how her home looks nice, and the trauma and the plight of what we're going through as Black people at this time, the summertime. They talk about the young man that was shot in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And for those that don't know, I'm actually from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So that hit home for me as well. But still, I feel like Bravo is using that to fill their scenes. Why didn't they do it on any of the other shows? Why is it just on this show? Is it because the cast is Black? I don't know, but I'm not feeling it. Then we switch back to Drew and her husband, and the relationship is toxic. They're buying a new home. She does not want to be a kept woman. She wants to feel like she has an input in it. And I don't know. It's the whole thing is a mess. They're arguing the whole episode. Then we switch to Cynthia and Michael. They're arguing as well about the wedding. And as we know, I guess for me, so many things that happened on this season got released to the blogs. We already know what's happening. So we know that her wedding happened on 10/10/20. We know that she still had 250 people. We know it was at the venue, so they got married. So the way that they're leading up to this wedding, as if they're not going to get married. It's just bull, because we know that they got married and they had a very big wedding. So that pretty much wraps up the goddamn episode. It was boring as hell. Um, yes. Yep. Hannah, yep. It's because it's a Black cast. This review is real short though, because this episode was boring. Like, give me something. And then next week, I know it's the Christmas weekend, so they're gonna just have Cynthia and her daughter reviewing Cynthia's funny moments or something like that. I won't be watching it, so I'm sorry for those that look forward to this review. Next Sunday, I'm not doing a review at all. It's nothing to review. When the new episode actually comes, I guess 2 weeks from now, hopefully it'll be New Year's weekend or whatever. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. And I don't know if on the preview it looked like Portia's sister Lauren was telling Kenya that Portia didn't want Kenya at some event or something that Portia's going to have. So that's going to be interesting. But other than that, this show was boring. I'm ready to. I DVR'd Real Housewives of Potomac, because that's tomorrow. That's what I will be talking about. Hannah will be joining me for Mimosa Monday, and we're going to unpack Real Housewives of Potomac. Jamal Bryant, should he step down or not from New Birth? And to be completely honest, we're talking about Jamal Bryant. I got to get into this. First of all, he should not have ever come. Already the spirit of Eddie Long was in there, so they had gone through a lot already. And the street is still named, because I live here in Atlanta, and going to work, I used to have to drive by that area all the time. The street is like Eddie Long Street or whatever. So something in my spirit, I hate to be like that, but something in my spirit, I did not ever want to visit that church. And when I heard Jamal Bryant was taking over, and for those that know his background, he was basically chased out of his own church in Baltimore because of all the scandals he had. So it's like you leave one church with scandals to go to another church that just got out of having scandals, and then you still have more scandals. And then, yeah, it's just too much. So I definitely feel like Jamal Bryant should definitely step down if they don't fire him already, which I know that's coming. But we will unpack that a little more. I do want to see the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, because I'm so over Candace and this crying and her not being accountable for everything that she did, all her tweets that she does, her slick mouth. To me, I did see where it looked like she threw a glass at Monique, but they want to deny it, and she wants to cry and act like she's just this innocent little person. So I can't wait to see it. I hate that her name is Candace. So Right after I finish this review, I will be tuning in to Real Housewives of Potomac and Hannah. Yes, we're gonna talk about that. That's what tomorrow, Mimosa Monday, will be about. Yes, girl, we're gonna talk about that because I'm not feeling it. Going back to, I mean, because I am feeling it. Going back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm not feeling this season, so I don't know. I can't say if I will really keep reviewing this show because it's getting boring and boring. Like we're already 3 episodes in, and it's still nothing. I feel like this episode they spent majority of the time talking about what happened on the last episode. So I'm just I don't know, and I am a big fan of the Real Housewives, well, the Atlanta franchise, but I might have to boycott it like other people are, but we'll see. So that was it for this review. Um, oh, you're on season 6? Yes, girl. Them older seasons were really, really good. They were really good. Yes, you'll be caught up. The previous seasons I loved. I liked every character. I miss Sheree. She was one of my favorites with the "Who gonna check me, boo?" So so yeah, so we'll see. Season 9. Okay, yeah. So you'll be caught up quickly soon. So we'll see if I keep reviewing this. I might go back to reviewing movies. I might have you on here to review, or my husband. I know he likes talking about movies as well. I may switch it up. But I want to thank you for watching my channel. Let me know what you think of this Real Housewives of Atlanta. Has it completely fallen off because of Nene? Was Nene that big of an impact? Because I believe in season 9, Nene wasn't there and it was still good. Yeah, the sex dungeon scene was this, or sex dungeon season was season 9, and that was the season without Nene. And I think that they put that storyline out there because Nene was gone. They did all that drama. Yeah, so yeah, Hannah, yeah, next week we can review. They did all that drama, whatever, and ended up getting Phaedra off the show. And so going back to Potomac, they're trying to get Monique off the show because of this whole fight thing. But I really wish they will keep Monique and get Candace off the show. I don't like Candace, and she got my name and everything, but I do not like her. Um, yes, 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 yes. So I'm gonna sign off. Tell me what movies you guys want me to review. I know a lot of times I am short and quick. If something is boring to me, it's boring. It's like I can't even add anything else to it because it's just boring. I don't know what to say. I don't like Drew. I don't like Latoya. Um, I wish all the girls would film scenes together in Housewives of Atlanta, but it's not going on. Wait, Phaedra not gonna. Oh, Anna, I forgot you didn't know. Yes, Phaedra, that's her last season on the show because of that whole situation. And I will let you watch. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but yeah, just watch, girl, because it gets a little deep, girl. It gets a little deep. Um, I hate everyone but Monique and Karen Lowe. Well, you know what? Giselle used to be my favorite character. Well, as quiet as it's kept, Giselle used to be my favorite. But this season she got real messy. Her and Robin, the green-eyed sisters or whatever as they call them, they they really rubbed me the wrong way. They acted like Karens to me on this new season of Potomac. Wendy reminds me of all the girls that I went to high school with when I moved to Maryland. They were like Wendy. Maryland had a lot of women like Wendy, a lot of Africans that did not like African Americans, and they used to turn their nose up at us. And when they found out I was going to an HBCU, they were like, "What is that? Why didn't you go to Princeton?" So so yeah, I don't like Wendy. I definitely don't like Candace. Who is left? I love Karen, love Monique. I feel like, oh, I like Ashley too sometimes, but Ashley pops off sometimes, and she be in the wrong with what she does. It's like she doesn't remember how crazy she used to be, because I did not like Ashley before. But Hannah, we will talk about this tomorrow. I want to save my thoughts on them for tomorrow. I'm shaking the table. I mean to shake my table, but we will talk about this tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed my review. I look forward to coming on tomorrow. It will be live as well. Also, I will be posting a story time probably on Christmas Day. I'm going to post my story time. It's a good one. It's my marriage story because all these little ashy Negroes, dusty Negroes are coming for me in my comments when I talk about Kevin Samuels, and they, for some reason, they're under the impression that Black women don't get married, but we do. And actually, on one of the shows that one of them commented on, 3 out of the 4 Black women that were on there were married. So I want to tell my marriage story. I did not have to submit to my husband in order for him to marry me. There was nothing special that I did. I was just the regular old smuggler Candace, and he liked it. So that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Candy Shop. Also comment as well. I love your comments. I like feedback. Sometimes if you talk real crazy, I'm not going to say anything. But if I have time that day, oh yeah, Candace is going to say it. So thank you for watching and good night.